Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Oni. I am from Haiti. I was adopted here by an American family. I was asked by many adoptees and adoptive families to put a lesson together to teach families, the adoptive community, about how to care for their children's hair. I would like to start by telling you a story. And the story goes like this. My dear loving adoptive mom, siblings, we were just lounging down on the couch, in the living room couch, watching a movie, and mom came and lay her head on me, and if anybody know me from back in Haiti, I just love to massage people's hair, and I'll just clean their scalp, removing dandruffs, really gross. But removing the dandruffs and then use the grease and grease their scalp for them and put the moisturizer in there and massage the scalp, and within 2 minutes they just like sleep. So my mom now, back to her. So since she's like starting to doze off, so I'm like, okay, well, let me do what I used to do at the orphanage. I'm going to go and do it for her. And so I went and got my comb and my grease, my hair grease that I used in my scalp. And, mind you that she's Caucasian, she's white. And so I was like, massaging her scalp and making lines and put the grease in her scalp. And so by the time she woke up, her hair was all, all sticky and greasy, and, and she was like, Nika, what did you do to my hair? And I was like, I don't know. Then my English was so terrible. I'm not sure. And then, so she went and, washed it with a lot of soap and shampoo and everything. So, why did I tell you this story? The reason I'm telling you this story is to bring your attention to the major difference between the Caucasian hair, which is you are the parent, and your beautiful child's hair, which is the Afro hair. They are totally the opposite. So whatever you think you would do for Caucasian hair, it's most likely gonna be the opposite of what you would do for the Afro hair. Okay, so basically the Caucasian's hair and scalp produce this oil, where this rich oil that helps your hair to grow so quickly, and the fact that it's straight, so it's easier to slick out of the roots and grow so long and quickly. But for our hair, it's drier, So your hair spit out this oil, and our hair, we need this oil to sink in. So, and that oil helps our roots, gives the hair body and strong and intertwined. So if you pull on it, it's not gonna break. It might like bounce back, but that means it's strong. You can comb it, it's not gonna break. So that's why often you oil the hair, you're giving it food. You're giving it water like a plant. The more you give it water and it's getting the sun, that plant gonna keep growing for you. And so that's how it is for our hair. It's so dry. So when you put the oil in there, it takes a moment. It might look greasy, but after a while, your scalp observe that oil. So it's imperative that the parents get the oil and get some kind of more moisturizing oil, and just shampoo. We only need shampoo and moisturizing oil for your child's hair, for it to grow. Next thing I would like to talk about is braiding. Why is it important to braid the hair? And yes, it's fine to open the hair, like most families enjoy seeing their little ones with the hair open up, you know. Again, a Caucasian's hair, your hair is always open and down because it's straight, you know. There's no need to be braiding it, because and it's so flat down. The wind go through your scalp easily. But when you have the afro that is tight curls, and the bigger the afro is, there's more heat coming through, not as much air, wind coming through the scalp, and therefore the scalp it can get irritated, even itchy, and very sensitive to comb. So that's why it's important to, even if you don't want to leave the child's hair in braids for too long, you can braid the hair at nighttime before they go to bed. You comb it. You know, if you do it every day, it shouldn't be hard for you to comb the hair. So, but I wouldn't recommend you to keep combing the child's hair every day. Why? Because of the friction. It's in the scalp. You know, our hair is so tight curled, so when you comb it, it really hurts, no matter how gentle you are. So that's another reason why it's important you just braid the hair. And then if you know, find a fun style to do. You can do two cornrows, one up, one down, one puff, or you can just do a long braid, you know, something cute. And then so the scalp have access to the wind to come through. So again, yes, you can do the afro, but if you do the afro or you open the child's hair at nighttime, take some time and do some big cornrows, braid the hair tight, and then in the morning, that braid helps the elasticity of the hair to stretch, you know, so it's not so zoom in, but it stretched it out, so it can stay stretched out, especially if it doesn't rain. If it rains, like the moisture, the wind, the rain, water, anything makes the curls stretch it. So, but by you braiding it tight and let it dry off, when it opens, it's gonna stretch out. You can see a good length of the hair. So that's the reason why you see a lot of children's hair is always in a braids, or you know, put it up, or maybe, unless if it's like permed, you know, it's already straightened up or hot combed. So those are the things to learn. Let's talk about shampoo when you wash the child's hair. Shampoo is okay, but just think about the effect of shampoo. What does shampoo do? Shampoo is a soap. It washes off dirt or anything, you know, makes it clean. And you know, shampoo is a different type. It's just a different name. It's a soap you use to wash things. So for the hair that is already dry, when you wash it, you just pretty much just washing dirt and wind or sweat that's been in the hair. You're not washing any oil off, because the oil you put in is already long gone, sucked into the brain. So that's why our hair is not necessarily needed to be washed as often as a Caucasian hair. You know, your child's hair don't need to be washed as often as your hair, because her hair, first of all, is not dirty. It might be sweaty. You can let it run under the water while she takes shower without using the soap, or the shampoo. So just let the water drain out the sweat, and then her hair is fine. But by the end of the month, you can take the braid out, wash it really good, massage the scalp with the shampoo, proceed with your moisturizing oil, and then braid the hair, open the braid the next day when the hair stretched out. Another thing, if you want to take a break from the tight curls, you want to give the child a break, if they're going to a wedding or they're going to do something fun, you can use this thing called a hot comb. I'll show you that in a moment. You can use the hot comb. You're not going to use your moisturizing oil. You're going to use something called protective heat. So it's a different spray that have less oil in it. So it'll protect the hair not to get burned and too much heat going through the scalp. So you can use that and straighten the child's hair for a moment. It's only gonna last for maybe a couple of days, the most a week. I always recommend anybody to learn how to take care of natural hair, learn to teach their children how to do their own hair, how to learn how to comb it. You can buy them some cute dolls with tight curls hair that's similar to their hair instead of the straight that is just easy to comb through. But just buy the other one that is like their hair, so like that they are used to know how their own hair feels, how to take care of it, how to love their own hair. Important is that natural is less expensive, period. You know, when the hair is natural, you're looking at maybe spending the most $40 per year in hair product. But when you have perm, you have hair salon, in order for the hair to not keep breaking off on you. So not only it's going to cost you a lot more money in hair salon, but also it's going to cost you a lot of money once the hair, if it end up breaking off, then you have to buy hair extensions. And yeah, you can buy the hair extensions, but you have to pay somebody to do the hair, to put the extension in there. And that's something I think I'll try to teach you, do another video for teaching, having my kids doing braids, learning, and your kids can sit down and learning with them, and then learning how to put extension, and I think that'll save them mega money in the future. So no matter what, you just have to either take the pain of combing it, leave it natural, at least you have your hair in your head, or leave the hair natural. You can put extension every now and then to give you a break and let the hair grow. I have combed my hair many times and have gone through hair salons a lot. So all of these things that I'm mentioning is because I have experienced them firsthand, and I can advise you on them, on what I believe works, and what works is just leave your hair natural and find any way you can to make it look attractive. But once you practice and practice, you have a little system set for you, then you are good to go. You can, you know, it's hair time, and your kid is gonna love it. And great benefit coming from that for parents, you know, is a bonding time, you know, and it's a time. Why it's a bonding time is because our hair takes so long. The person doing the hair, if you're gonna stand up and the other person sitting down, you're gonna be tired. So you'll see most, you know, African parents, when they're doing their kids' hair, they sitting down and their kids is in between their laps, and they're watching TV, or they playing on their tablets, or doing something, you know, that helps them not to focus on what their mom is doing in their hair. So you can do that, and in the meantime, you know, conversations are just going, because it's almost a whole, sometimes takes a good hour just to finish the hair. So you're just talking, and the child get to know you. You're building up a relationship, and that's a relationship that carries on for years.
So it's a great thing, especially if you being an adoptive parent, you can benefit from that relationship, and that child will never forget that. So I advise and encourage you to just go ahead and practice doing your own child hair like that, and you go to any stores and they'll direct you to the product that you need. Like I said, I'll recommend a few here that I know works really well for black hair.